Today's interview with the Athletic Director is brought to you by the following corporate sponsors.
Outfitter, Townsend Excavating, Embroidered Me.
We want to thank all of our corporate sponsors for the 2014-2015 school year.
Welcome, Westdale fans, back to another edition of our Sit Down with Mr. Denney, the Athletic Director. We do this weekly. This time I thought nothing better than to bring Mr. Denney back to a place where he's very comfortable, a place that he's familiar with, especially from his high school days at Yorktown, and that's the auditorium and that's the stage. I know that he had several leading roles. One of his finest roles was Romeo in Romeo and Juliet back in, I believe it was back in the early 90s?
Yes, 91, as a matter of fact.
So I thought, hey, let's do the actual sit-down this week on the stage, get the spotlight on him where he feels comfortable.
Thank you. I do appreciate you bringing me to a place where I feel at home. If I'm not out on a field or on a court, this is actually where I want to be, right here on stage.
I know we got a lot of athletes who are involved in a lot of different avenues, a lot of different things, and I know that this is something that you try to promote in your athletics is well-rounded athletes.
Absolutely. I believe almost all of our athletes are well-rounded. They excel in the classroom, on the field, on the court, and also here on stage at in the West Auditorium.
Absolutely. I know that we are a big fine arts school. We promote the fine arts. Mr. Denney even has some really good paintings back that I've seen in his house. Unbelievable stuff. So he's really into the fine arts. But let's shift into athletics this week since that's what we're talking about. And let's start with football. Big win this week for us against North Decatur.
Absolutely. North Decatur came in this past Friday. A little bit of weather in the area. Some lightning came in at the beginning of the second half. It was a battle. The score was 7-6. We had to reconvene on Saturday at 2:30. And I tell you what, our Warrior defense came out intense, held them scoreless that day. The offense did just enough, and we came out with a victory.
I would like to commend you and Principal Derek Bright on the fact that you got everybody out of here before the weather hit, got everybody to safety, made a good decision, came back the next day, and obviously that was a great decision. We end up with the win.
Thank you.
Let's move into volleyball. I know you had a busy Saturday because you had to finish up the football game, but you also had the Kye Saunders Classic. I believe our 5th year with the Kye Saunders Classic. How'd we do?
This was our 5th annual Kye Saunders Classic. Always a fun day. It's a great day to honor such a special lady that was a part of our school system and our community. Our volleyball team played outstanding in pool play. They won all 3 of their matches, never lost a set. And then we went to the championship versus Miss Sinawal. Miss Sinawal came out strong, beat us the first set, but I must say the Lady Warriors flexed their muscle a little bit, and we ended up honestly beating them pretty handily in set 2 and 3.
Well, that's fantastic. And then I know that last night we came off a really pretty emotional game at Cowan. They were having a special night, and then we kind of showed a little class on our side in wearing the ties. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, Cowan actually was having a special evening. They called it Sellout for Jacob. They had a young man pass away at their school recently. They were doing fundraising, had a special dinner, and our volleyball parents and our volleyball team thought it'd be a good idea to raise some money. So our volleyball team presented a check for, I believe, $528 to the cause. It was a great night, great atmosphere, and we were lucky enough to come out with a victory. The Lady Warriors, actually the JV team, won in 2 sets, and our varsity team swept their varsity as well. So it was a great evening.
Let's go into cross country. I know that we ran this week in the county. Tell us a little bit about, first of all, let's talk about the boys.
We actually had 3 boys running this week. All of them ran hard, came away with their personal best times, which was exciting for, I know, Coach Wells and the boys. The girls, I'm going to go ahead and jump into that. They ran hard as well. I know a couple of them had personal bests, and Michaela Johnson actually came away 7th in the meet and earned all county.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Congratulations to Michaela on that.
Yep.
Girls golf update. I think we've been a little quiet on the girls golf end. Can you tell us something about that?
Yeah, we had a rain out yesterday, as a matter of fact, and they did have the opportunity to play a very, very tough Yorktown and Jay County squad a couple nights ago. Our girls they shot well. I mean, a shot at 205, which was one of their best scores of the season, but fell a little bit short against some very stiff competition. But the girls will be participating in the sectional a week from this Saturday, which will be September 20th at Crestview Golf Course. It'd be great to have some of our community and fans and students come out and support these girls.
Absolutely. Middle school sports update. How are we doing on that end of things? Volleyball, middle school cross country, and obviously football.
Well, I'll get into all three. Our middle school volleyball team, their season's up and going. They actually had a match last night versus Delta, their first home match. The 6th and the 8th grade team played their hearts out. Were very competitive, just came up short. But our 7th grade team actually defeated the Eagles in 3 sets. A very exciting match. They held on there at the end, and I know our fans, they went crazy. It was a good time, and congratulations to those girls and Coach Millspaw.
Middle school cross country, we did have a meet tonight, but that has been canceled.
Yes, the rain, unfortunately, last night we had a lot of rain. Our course was way too wet to run that meet, so hopefully we'll get that made up, and when that date comes, I will let everybody know.
Middle school football, anything that we had this week?
Well, we didn't have it this week. They did play last week. Very exciting, 2 exciting games, but this week they were supposed to play this evening. Again, weather got in the way. They were going to be playing Winchester Driver at Winchester Driver. We have actually rescheduled that game tentatively for September 20th. It's a Saturday, so they will get the opportunity to play that game.
Okay. Any other thing that you'd like to add, or did we cover just about everything when it comes to athletics?
When it comes to athletics, I'm pretty sure we have covered most everything. I will say that I did forget to mention that the high school cross country team, actually the middle school cross country team, will be running this Saturday. Did I say middle school?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, thank you.
Okay.
We'll be running this Saturday in Rushville, so they will get to run their first meet this Saturday.
Okay. Football game this Friday night. We'll finish with that. Who do we play?
We play Tri. It's actually the first game in a 4-year series, so we expect it to be a very competitive matchup. After I talked to Coach S and some of his assistant coaches, hope to bring out a big crowd again. Hopefully the weather will cooperate with us this week, so we don't have to run it off into 2 days. But what matters to us is the same outcome. We get a victory, and we will be able to celebrate on Paul L. Parker Field that evening. Hope so.
Well, there you have it, folks. It's another edition of the Sit Down with Mr. Denney. I want to go ahead and we could probably stay up here all day and talk, as comfortable as he is on stage. But we're going to go ahead and end this for Mr. Denney. I'm Mr. Mealy. We want to thank you for tuning in again to another edition of the Sit Down with the Athletic Director.